Reagan is responsible for you having a personal computer and watching YouTube right now. You see, the military arms race Reagan restarted with the USSR caused us to need better technology. Scientists developed new computers to figure out how to fire missiles and calculate war information. This was all done through Reagan's massive grants and government-sponsored projects in the field of computers and networking. These Reagan-paid scientists tried to set up lines of communication for inter-military base interactions to send large amounts of information without physically traveling there. The result was a primitive internet was developed. Computer technology began to proliferate. When the Cold War ended, we had all this extra technology with more and more potential uses. Private companies found uses for computers for normal people and started selling them in the early to mid-90s. By the late 90s, people were buying computers in mad frenzies and a whole industry had built up around it with things like AOL, Netscape, Yahoo, Lycos, WebCrawler, Maxis, and Napster. Millions was being made on this new industry, and it was all thanks to Ronald Reagan. But who got the credit? Bill fucking Clinton. He didn't do anything good. He stained the office of president by engaging in oral sex, in the Oval Office nonetheless, with a young Jewish intern named Monica Lewinsky. It was an act of total disregard for the office and the nation's prestige. Psychologically it was crippling to the United States. For the people, busy with work and stuff, just saw the economy was good and attributed it to Clinton and the Democrats. They thought being liberal was okay and that it could work. The truth was no, it was all Reagan. But the damage was done. Democrats, and especially immoral Democrats like Clinton, were seen as efficient people. As a population we started to accept their crap, saying shit like, it is okay to be gay. It's not my business. Unbelievable stuff that defies common sense. People filing lawsuits against McDonald's because their coffee was too hot. Anything that hurt your feelings was now grounds for illegal action. The whole liberal, freewheeling mindset had taken over much of our culture and our country was being sissified. 9/11 brought many people back to God, but some had grown so callous and cold in their hearts, poisoned with selfish desires of the devil, that they refused to go back to God and take up things like evolution and pure secularism as their creed. They can't stand the idea that their creator has a specific purpose for them. No, they refuse to humble themselves before God. What the fuck do they think they are doing? Don't they know that will send them to hell? Total, eternal, hot, painful torture awaits them. It is amazing, but this is the power of pride. For the fool in his heart who says there is no God, fire and brimstone awaits. But the devil knows how to please, with immediate material and sensual pleasures in this sinful life. The most dangerous part is that it's not the old hippies who are doing this, but the new generation, using drugs like marijuana or ecstasy, dancing on each other in violently sexual ways, singing dirty tribal-sounding songs about the mechanics of sex. It is revolting. Look at our celebrities now. Some criminal named Snoop Doggy Dogg and 50 Cent. Both of these men look like uneducated Sambos, covered in gold medallions and pants 5 times too large for them. Singing about rape and killing other people. These are our culture's heroes. Specifically young black people look up to these demons, these killers. Black people used to be very religious but now they embrace the devil's henchmen through the hypnotizing sounds of their alleged music. White people are falling for this too. Young girls especially, listening to these confusing songs, dance so sexually, sometimes even with each other. This music is satanic. As a young person, you must know this. Any sort of drug use and excessive drinking, or sexual dancing, or gangster music, and erotic dancing with strange, new women is not compatible with your Christianity. If you party and listen to the rap music of people like 50 Cent, Eminem, Dr. Dre, or the other fagots out there, you would have turned your back on God. White boys fall for it too, accepting this perverse, sinful culture as alright. They spend their days growing proficient at drinking games. Large groups of teenage women will gather around each other, grind their hips against one another, then lick, kiss, and grope themselves and other women. The boys on the other hand, when they aren't engaging in heavy petting with women, or showing off, being boastful and proud, playing these new age drinking games. The most lead belly at Irishman's stomach, like beer bong or beer pong. Exposing themselves to dirt, mold and other germs, their mouths become breeding grounds for filth and disease, and then they engage in oral sex with women, combining all kinds of disease to create super-resistant strains of STDs. And all this for the devil. People say I'm not a real, true Christian because I swear, the Lord cares more what I say than how I say it. Mock me, you pieces of shit, but I am trying to help you. Look at the world today. It's not religion that's the problem, it's evil. Evil religions like Islam. Evil beliefs like the dehumanizing cult of evolution. Evil, greedy, sinful people like Osama bin Laden, Paris Hilton, Joe Rogan, Cheech and Chong, Hugh Hefner, Laurie Flint, Ron Jeremy, queers, lesbians, porn stars, and sex freaks and terrorists. When will it end? When will America return to its senses and values? When will this country have its fourth great awakening? I hope it comes, and I hope it comes soon. The world cannot afford this depravity much longer. Praise Christ. This video may be freely distributed for educational purposes.